What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video, baby. We are back. It is Big Brother 25. Now, let me say this. Y'all know I love Big Brother, and I'm going to be here to recap and give y'all my 2 cents. And they usually don't last that long, especially when we start getting into the evictions and all that stuff. But let me say this. I love this show. I have been a fan of Big Brother probably since season 3-ish. I review what comes on Channel 9. Well, in my area, it's Channel 9, CBS. I don't watch the live feeds. I don't do any of that. So please understand that when I am doing my recap, I am recapping what came on TV, okay? I can appreciate all of you that watch the live feeds, and I do look at some of the spoilers, and I do follow some of the Twitter and IG accounts, so I know some of the tea that happens. But when I am reviewing the episode, I am reviewing what I'm seeing. So with that being said, let's jump into season 25. Now, season 25, it looks like they're making a big deal about this being a landmark anniversary season. I feel like we're going to get a lot of cameos. We're going to get a lot of former guests. You know, they've already started with the first episode. And of course, you know, they're going to try to add their twists and turns to make it, you know, something new and exciting. So far, I'm kind of here for it. We're going to see what ends up happening. So let's get into who is in the house. So first we meet Blue. Blue is from New York. Blue does brand logistics. Blue is from South Korea. She's single, and she originally is, her family migrated from South Korea to California, and I guess she ended up in New York. Blue definitely looks like she bounces to the beat of her own drummer. You know, it's too early for me to really tell too much of what's going on, but Blue, I think, might be a sleeper. I don't feel like Blue is going to come on. I feel like Blue's a sleeper. Red has this big old red beard. He's from the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. He calls himself not a hillbilly, but a hip billy, I guess. He's sort of a hippie and a hillbilly all in one. He's married and he has a kid. Don't underestimate Red. I know we always have this hillbilly type person in the house, and I don't know. I feel like we can't. I don't feel like he was in the military. You know, I think people are going to overlook him, and I think that's going to be a mistake. Jared is single. His mom was actually on Survivor. Samira, I think her name is, or Serena. I didn't write her name down, but he works as an exterminator. His mom was his mom was actually on Survivor 3 times. What's interesting though is, well, I'll wait till we get there. Then we have Nicole. She is a political consultant. She is a newlywed. She is from Washington, D.C. Again, very smart. She has a master's degree, I believe. She was one of the youngest to be working on Capitol Hill, writing legislation. I don't think she's going to last very long. I think she's very intelligent, but I also think that she thinks she's smarter than the game. And the people who walk in the house thinking that they're smarter than the game generally don't do very well. So I would love to see her do well, but I just don't think she will. Matt is actually, he's a swimmer. He's training for the Olympics right now, but he is actually deaf. He's single, but he can read lips, and he actually said he's worked with a speech therapist for many years so that he speaks well. I feel like he may have some sort of an aid as well as reading lips, but I think Matt's going to do well. I think Matt's going to do well this year. Izzy is from New York. Izzy is a flute player. Izzy is lesbian. She is in a committed relationship. I think Izzy is going to be annoying. She has that personality that I feel like can be a little annoying. I think Izzy's gonna be a floater though. I think that I don't think she's gonna ruffle feathers, and so she's gonna be able to float. I think her personality is gonna get her over. She's gonna probably be friends in multiple cliques and move around pretty easily, and I think she's gonna float for a while before people figure it out. Eventually they'll figure it out. She's gonna probably make it to jury, but I don't see her winning, but I see her making it to jury. I see her maybe making it to jury. Riley is from Nashville. She's single. She said her father died young. She's very live like today is your last day. Carpe diem. I feel like Riley's gonna end up in a showmance with somebody. Don't know who. She's gonna end up in a showmance, and she's gonna probably parlay herself to Final Four, Final Five. Yeah, I think Riley's here for a while. She's very reminiscent of oh child, y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh Lord, I can see her face. Oh, you know the one, oh gosh darn. You know the one that everybody slept on the first time and thought she was so nice. Nicole. She was so nice and sweet. And then when she came back for All Stars, people realized that how much of a, I don't want to use the word villain, but she didn't come off so nice and sweet anymore. Yeah, I think this is going to be the same thing with Riley. I think she's going to be very nice and sweet and I, until I don't know. I think excuse me. I think there's some ruthlessness in there, but I think people are gonna sleep it. Lyle is a digital artist. He's big into fitness and he is from Florida. I think Lyle is gonna irritate my soul. I don't know, something about him and his description I wasn't really here for. Felicia, 63 from Atlanta, Georgia. She's former military. She's now a real estate agent. Felicia's gonna be the first one to go home, so I'm not investing a whole lot of time in Felicia. She seems like a very nice woman. But she ain't gonna be here long. Cause she's an easy pickings. Like she's 63 years old. Y'all know how Big Brother goes. She's gonna be picked off as soon as she allows it. And yeah, Hasim, he is a doctor. He's a geriatric therapist. Blah blah blah. Very smart, but he also is a cabaret performer by night. He is also openly gay and a Muslim. I think he'll be around for a while. I think he'll do well. He'll be around for a while. Corey is a student from Vanderbilt. He is an award-winning public speaker, super fan. He thinks he's got it all figured out. Again, people like him go home early. In my opinion, not early, but he goes home. He's gonna annoy people. He's arrogant. He comes off like he's got all of the answers. He's got it all figured out. He knows how to win Big Brother, and because he's this great public speaker and has won awards, he can persuade people because really that's what Big Brother's all about, right? Being able to persuade people to do what you want them to do. Yeah, I don't really think Corey's gonna be around long. Uh Bowie Jane, I think it is. She's from Australia. She's a judge or something from Australia. She's also a DJ by night. Okay. Um, she's also a former professional tennis player. So she's got that going on. America is first generation American. Her parents are not from America. Um, she works as a receptionist, but she does have her college degree. Spanish is her first language, and so, but I think she's very intelligent. I think America's going to do well. I do think America's going to do well. Cameron is from Georgia. He calls himself a space cowboy. He is currently separated. He has a daughter. He does rodeo. Cameron. I'm not really sure where I put Cameron yet. I have my thoughts, but I don't want to put anything on somebody until I see. So I'm going to just leave that. I'm going to put a pin in that. Kristen is from Houston. She has a degree in biology. She's also very intelligent. Is she a doctor? Very intelligent. I think Kristen will be around for a little while. I'm not sure. Yeah, she's a doctor. Because she helped come up with viruses for cancer, I believe. Hold on. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing. Oh, I forget his name. But he's a Sikh. But I know I wrote his name down. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I done skipped over somebody, child. Cameron, Kristen, America, Bowie Jane, Corey. I know I wrote them down. Felicia, Riley, Jag. I knew I missed somebody. Jag. Jag is from Washington, and he is Sikh. He's a Sikh. Um, so he's competing as well. Okay, I like Jag. That's how I knew I forgot him. All right, so we start the game, right? So we have this whole little montage where we have former house guests coming into the house. They're sneaking in this like time travel thing so they can go back and win. So we have Frankie, Grande, we have Danielle, and we have Brandy. And all of them want to go back to their season and change it so that they become the winner, right? It's this whole little skit. Well, in the meantime, it backfires and they end up basically messing up the house and creating four different they call them multiverses in the house. So it seems like that's kind of going to be like a thing for the season, that you have these four different multiverses. One is like comic, one is scary, one is newspaper, like headlines, and the other one is like the science experiments or whatever. So they let the people go in groups of four. In four different groups, and while they're in there, they have to pick. They're all in like different colors, pink, green, yellow, red, whatever. And they're competing in each one of those color categories. Now, if I know anything about Big Brother, that color may or may not be important later. It may just be how they put them into the house, but you never know. They may come back to that. So, what they're doing to start the season off is, and they did this last season, but they did it a little different last season. But what they did was, each person competes in a different game. The last person to the person to come in last of their particular game is up for elimination. So the first head of household, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but they're going to actually be four people that are nominated immediately. Now, what's going to probably happen is the head of household will get to choose who stays on the block and who to take off. So all four of those people are not necessarily going to stay on the block. But we have our four different categories. So the first game was the headline game, where they all had to take the headline, put it in the correct order, and it was a speed game. The first person to win was America. The last person to win was Jared. So Jared is automatically up for elimination. And that's going to become interesting in a moment. The second competition was, you had to do this thing where you kicked yourself in the butt with a giant boot 100 times. The first person to get to 100 wins. Matt won. Kristen is last, up for elimination. Then you had the Goo Goo Bomb, where you had to put everything in the right order, blow it up. Jag came in first. Felicia last. So Felicia is up for elimination. Hence the reason why I say Felicia going home. She could have maybe saved herself. Had she not been the last one, but she is. Then we have what is this? I can't even read my own handwriting, child. Then we had the scary verse, where the last person, where there was no winner. It was just the first person to get pulled back into the Netherverse, and that was Corey. So it'll be interesting. So we have Corey, Felicia, Jared, and Kristen all up for elimination. Now, what we found out at the very end of the first episode, though, is that it looks like we have spaces for two more house guests, but one surprise house guest is that Selena, Jared's mom, will be playing. Now, of course, it's in their best interest not to let anybody know that they're related in any way, shape, or form. But of course, she would be campaigning to keep her son in the game. And so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.